Welcome back to Best Texas Whiskey Period Blind. So, have you ever wondered which is the best Texas whiskey? Well, we're trying to help you figure that out. So, let's get into this one.
Impressive.
Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways. Today I am doing a Texas blind. I'm doing it with three of my buddies. We got together to try to figure out what is the best Texas whiskey period, and that's what we're calling it now, right? So this is my fourth round in the first preliminaries. I have winners in the first, second, and third rounds. We'll move on to the next round. And then when I'm done with this one, I'll have my first four winners. I have to do a round with those so they go into the finals. Now the finals is going to be pretty cool because we're going to be doing it live. But the cool thing about that is it's not just me. It's going to be me, Whiskey Shaman, Bourbon Jerk, and your drinking buddy. So all of us are doing the same thing. We'll leave links to everybody so you can check out their rounds as well. And you get to see us do it live and figure out what's the best Texas whiskey period. Well, let's get into this one. As usual, we have these all mixed. Don't know what is what. It's a blind in the fact that we don't know what we sent each other. We don't know what whiskeys we use. The category is Texas whiskey. Doesn't have to be certified Texas whiskey, just a whiskey from Texas distilleries, right? I'm gonna start left to right, go through that, kind of just give some of my initial observations on it, and we'll go from there. So let's get started today. Ooh, this one's a nice dark amber. It's not super dark, I can see through it, but it's not very light either, but I like it. I like when they're this color. Shows that it's hopefully going to have some good nose and flavor. But let's go in for that nose. This just smells like a good whiskey. A little bit strong on the nose, a little bit spicy. That spice just keeps hitting me there. But it's also the first thing I'm smelling, so my nose needs to acclimate a little bit. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of grassiness there. What's that note underneath? There's an interesting little note underneath. I can't figure out what that is. Time to go in for my first drink today. Wow, that came across very different on the tongue than it did on the nose. A little tannicky, drying on the mouth. Has some flavor, but it's a lot lighter. But it has a little bit of an aftertaste that I can't figure out. So I don't know, is this finished in something? It could be. It could be finished.
You know nothing.
All right, on to the next one. About the same color, same dark amber. Oh, I forgot to check on how well it stuck to the glass. This one sticks to the glass decently. Legs already forming. A little bit spread apart. But starting to run already. Ooh, this one's sweeter. I wonder which one this one is because this smells very sweet. Honey, citrus. A little bit of spice when you go to the bottom part. This just smells extremely good. Let's go and hopefully that carries over on the palate. Ooh, a lot more flavor to this one. A lot more up front. Punches the mouth. Good Texas funk. I'm going to say this is probably a certified Texas whiskey because of that Texas funk that you get with that. I get that mostly with the Garrison Brothers, but I don't know if this is a Garrison Brothers or not, but it kind of does remind me of a Garrison Brothers pour. Lots of flavor throughout on the tongue, and it's just nice there right now. I do like this one. I wonder what this one is. I can't wait to find out because right now I don't have a key for anybody. We didn't share keys with each other, so it'll be interesting to find out what it is at the end here. All right, time for that third drink. About the same color. Nice dark amber. A little bit, kind of caramelized there. This one sticks to the glass a little bit better. Starting to get some legs forming here. Yeah, it looks a little bit more viscous than the one right before it. But let's go in for a drink. A lot more open flavor. Hits you, kind of a little tap on the tongue there. And sometimes that happens because I'm not rinsing between each one. So the flavor from one carries over, but a little bit drying on the tongue as well. A little bit of apricot in that one. Pecan. Kind of has that more of that woodsy flavor to it. So overall, I mean, it's good. This one might be one of those double barrel, where you do a double oak or double barrel. There's a lot of more of that oakiness up front in this one. Let's go into number 4. Oh, this one's just a tiny bit darker than the first two. Not much, but a little bit darker. Still not the darkest one I've done. I think it was round 2 where I had that really dark. It was a 1 or 2. I had that really dark one. Ooh, this one's sticking to the glass very nicely. Ooh, barely starting to form some legs, but these are tight legs, so sticks to the glass very well. Once again, that kind of multi flavor. When I think of that, I think of Bacones. Once again, I haven't tried as many Texas whiskey I should be trying, but this kind of just gives me that kind of vibe.
Shame. Shame.
Drying on the tongue, good flavors, that little maltiness. See, that malt just kind of takes over. Some citrus like orange zest in there. A little bit of like a dark chocolate in there as well. Well, that's it for my first rounds. No real favorites yet. I'll see what, I'm gonna go backwards, cleanse my palate in between, rank them, and then we'll be right back. Whew, this was a tough round for sure. This one kind of reminds me of that one that I had. I want to say it was round 3 because I'm doing these on different days. I don't want to overload my palate and have palate fatigue. A wuss. And I want to give the best reviews I can and best rankings I can. This kind of reminds me of the one from the other day where you get a little bit of that maltiness, but it's not a bad malt pour. Like I think this is one of those things that you can, if you're trying to get into malt, it's a good one to do because it's not over just like slapping you in the face with it, but it's that nice hint in there. But anytime you have that flavor and I'm comparing it to all these other things, I'm ranking it according to my palate, it's going to come in last for me. So this is what came in last. So let's see. C is last place for me. We're going to third place. So this is third place. It was the first pour. It was good. Had some flavor. A little bit light compared to everything else. And that is A. A came in third for me. Now, when I did these two, I did have to taste them a few times. They were pretty close. Both of them have good flavor. Both of them good on the nose. But this one was just a little bit more Texas to me. This one had more of that Texas funk, that Texas flavor and what I was expecting. So it edged it out because I'm choosing the best Texas whiskey. And this to me reminds me of a Texas whiskey. That's how that edged out. So for me, second place is D, which makes B my first place. So B moves on to my semifinals, and then after that we'll do the final, and we'll do that live, and that'll be just a good time. We'll figure it out. We'll probably give away some stuff, have some good times there. I hope you're enjoying this, and if you want to look at the other ones, you can easily find it through their names, which I'll leave links for them, or hashtag best Texas whiskey period. And so there you go. Hope you're enjoying. To our next journey, my friends, cheers.